Hi guys, I'm sorry I have been away for a while. I am housing my little sister over here who is visiting me for a week. Otherwise, I've got an exam in a week, so I will be a bit busy. Either way, I've recorded a video for you with my friend Lena, who told me how she went to an interview in the same scamming company that I went to. So hopefully it will be interesting for you. Apart from that, there's a little part in my video where I talk about this crazy person who messaged me complete nonsense on Facebook. It was quite entertaining, so stick to that. And I will see you in my next videos, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Hi YouTube! How are you guys? This is so weird, but okay.
Yeah, so I'm here with Lena, my friend from university, and she got into the same situation that I was in, only thankfully she did not go to the training because she's not as stupid as I am.
I was about to go though, to be fair. I was really about to go for that training, but I was like, no, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke.
It was a joke. She basically got the same exact email word by word that I had about what's the job about? Oh my god, so easy to do. Look at this Polish girl and Spanish guy that are making literally the exact same wording and the exact same pricing that they gave. Actually, no, the pricing was different, wasn't it? Yes, the commissions were different in yours.
Yeah, the commissions were different, but still. You know what, when I first read it, I was like, yes, I can work from home. I'm gonna make so much money. I even like calculated everything that I was gonna make. I'm like, okay, fine. At least rent out like 5 per week. Like I was like dreaming basically, and I went there so prepared. I dressed up. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna slay this thing. And then when I went there, first of all, Google Maps, I trust Google Maps, and it was completely different. So I went there and I checked my Google Maps and I was like, okay, let's go. And then I went, and where's the place? I like knocked on somebody's flat and they were like, hey, I'm like, are you a real estate agent? And they're like, no, sorry, this is my house. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I had to like ask people, and they're like, oh, just walk down the road and I'm sure it's somewhere there. So I went in. There were like 5 chairs maybe. Like the place just looked so whack. I was like, these guys are really making a lot of money. Like at least paint your walls, like I don't know, do something.
So what was the interview? Was it a group interview or was it an individual one?
So I went there and I had to like fill out this sheet, and there were like 3 or 4 other people there with me. And the questions were, how many Facebook friends do you have? What's your username? What do you study? What matters to you, like money, or I don't know, just some dumb questions. There were like 8 questions that I had to like answer. And then yeah, it was pretty straightforward. And then after that, this girl was just talking to us about how the manager, I can't remember his name, started the whole company. And literally we were there for at least 2 hours just talking to. 1 hour was about her manager and how he did all these great things and how he's such a smart guy and he's filthy rich, and he left his banking. He was a what was he? I think he was a director at one of these banks, like I don't know, HSBC or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my research showed different.
No, really, like he was some banker guy, and then he moved to some other European country. I think it was Spain or something. I can't remember the story. I don't know. It just sounded a bit too
made up.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, I just didn't trust that girl, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a chance. But by the end of that interview, or whatever it was called, I was just like, yo, this is just from the place and how she sounded, I was like, you would never be seeing me again. Thank you for wasting my time, but yeah, this is it.
Oh, Jesus. So I guess they changed their tactics. I remember filling in like questionnaire about myself, but I don't remember which questions were in there. Probably also something like how many Facebook friends you have, and I'm like, yeah, 100 and something.
So what, do you have like pending like Facebook requests?
No.
Or do you like ignore them? Like
I mostly ignore because they're creeps.
Really?
Oh my God,
That's
I'm
so
gonna make it.
mean.
I'm gonna. You don't understand. You don't understand. Different topic. I'm just gonna make a video about it. But there's this one guy who added me. He's American. Apparently, he's from Ohio. I actually screenshotted all the conversations because he might have deleted them. I blocked him actually. But oh my God, he is such. I'm sorry, a racist asshole.
What
he was
did
so
he say?
crazy. He said some fucking shit to me in the last conversation. He messaged me like in the last September, and it was started okay. Then he was starting like throwing insults there and there, like calling me a British cunt, calling me.
What?
Yeah, just casually calling me a British cunt. Like, that's why you're a British cunt. And I'm like, okay.
This escalated. But
Yeah, and then he told me that his cousin is pregnant with his baby. And I'm like, do you know that that's not really good for the child? Like,
where is he from?
America. Like, they have sexual education in there. It's America. It's Ohio. It's not like the middle of nowhere. It's so.
I'm not even gonna judge about
Yeah,
how his cousin is
I wasn't gonna judge either. I was like, do you understand that it's like bad? And he's like, oh my God, it's bad for the baby. I didn't know. And I'm like, really thought that he was genuine. But then I don't know, he was trolling me or something. I'm just gonna see some of these messages because let's see, the last one was so fucking racist. He just started sending me a bunch of complete shit. Let's see. You are the next hero of skinny crack whores of North America. Welcome from my asshole.
Skinny crack hero.
You are the next hero of skinny crack whores of North America. Welcome from my asshole. Give it to the Delta Force. Your favorite lesbian porn star will be standing next to you on your motherfucking deathbed. I fucked your mother when she was a baby, dude. That's how I know you. And I thought, are these like bad rap lyrics or something? I googled them, maybe they're rap lyrics, because he started saying
see the face of this guy. He better be cute at least.
I don't know if it's his real photo, but he's a dumbass.
Okay, that doesn't justify just because he's
Oh
cute.
my God. I don't know if he will let me go on his Facebook profile. Oh, please. Whatever, that's him on Facebook, Logan. Actually, you can actually go to the messages. This is fucking crazy. Let's see, where's the fucking racist ones? They're so bad, the racist ones. I was like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe that he's saying this. Yeah, this one, where he's saying the N-word in, like, capitals. Like, this guy's completely insane. I know, right?
So far, like, what is all that?
He started last September, and then suddenly he messaged me, and he was such a creep. He was trying to call me. I was like, fucking answer, and I'm like, why would I answer? You're a fucking idiot.
Why I hate Brits.
This is why I'm not even British, I tell him. I'm not even British. I don't understand.
Oh my God.
I don't understand why he wanted. And he's like, fuck Obama and N-word and fuck Donald Trump's white ass asshole. What was a true patriot like me would do? Blah blah blah. Pussies are self-cleaning, but God is everywhere. What?
What?
Pussies are self-cleaning, but God is everywhere.
I'm not even gonna comment on some of these things that he was saying. It's so gross.
I was just laughing my ass off. I don't know why he messaged me all of a sudden. Suddenly he messages me. I was looking for that conversation to screenshot it and do it. But then he started messaging me this, and I'm like, holy shit, this is gold. And I was actually telling him, you're going to be on YouTube. I'm not going to make a YouTube video about you. He ignored me completely, so I'm not even going to hide his name. Oh my God. My dick meets my cock and titties to my penis with my anus about the semen.
Okay, I just have one question. How did it actually get to this point where people are literally swearing at you and saying very vulgar things?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. I was really nice to him. I was trying to be really nice. He was like, why don't you want to be my friend? And I'm like, well, because you're very rude and you're saying swear words and you're calling me a British cunt. Why would I want to be your friend? And he's like, you're such a whore, you're so mean. And I'm like, listen, I don't want to talk to you. You're being so rude. I haven't said a bad word to him. And he just started messaging me crazy bullshit. I did not say anything. He just, see, last ones were September. And then suddenly, on June, in the 8th of June, he messages me, vaginal cleaning is coming up on the 31st of July. Be there at 7 a.m. And I'm like, what? Vaginal cleaning? What?
Ew. I'm done with this guy. I don't even know him, but I'm done with him. Cut. Oh yeah, so I went to this other job interview and it was a marketing job. So they said. And it was like, oh, you're gonna make this amount of money, blah blah blah, and they advertised it so well. I thought, yes, I'm gonna gonna make money, I'm gonna be rich because you know what, I'm a hardworking student and all of that. So anyway, so I went to this interview, and as usual, you look the part, you dress up and all of that. And I get there, it's like literally 30 people, and I'm like, so I have to compete with all these people. So fine. I went in there, and then it was me and this other girl. So blah blah blah, small talk, well, not small talk, but like, you know, the normal interview questions. What are you looking for? What do you do? Blah blah blah. Okay, fine. So he said at the end of that interview, he said he was gonna call us to let us know who made it to the second round. I don't know. It's just here in the UK where they have like 3 rounds or 2 rounds of interviews.
I think they do it in a lot of places. I'm not even sure.
I don't know. Anyway, for me it was the first time, so I was like, oh, okay. So there I am waiting at like 7 p.m. Am I gonna get a phone call? Am I gonna get a phone call? And then he called me and he's like, yeah, you made it the second round. And I was like, oh, perfect, sweet, thank you. And then I went there like 3 or 4 days later, and we had, it said, he sent an email actually talking about how I was gonna be there for the whole day. The interview was gonna take place for the whole day. And I was like, oh, anyway, whatever, you know, I'm excited about this job, let's see. I don't know anything, I haven't really worked a lot. So yeah, so I went there the second day for the interview, and he explained this whole thing about what the company does and how long they've been running and all of that jazz. And then after that, he's like, okay, yeah, you made it, we want you, out of all those 20 people, we picked you. And I was like, oh, great, wow, me, what did I mean, I didn't even say anything, so I don't know why he picked me. And I was like, okay, perfect. And then he says, when would you like to start? So I said, oh, Monday, next week, Monday. And he's like, okay, perfect. He gave me all the details. He said, bring this, your passport, your blah, 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 blah. And then I went there the first day of work. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I was a bit nervous. I was like, okay, first day of work. And guess what the job was?
Posting fake ads?
No! Going around. I can't even tell you how stupid this is. Going around homes in London, knocking on doors and asking people to sign up for charities. Literally from 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. We were just walking, knocking on doors, begging people, oh, please sign up for this charity.
That's annoying.
And there was no minimum wage. It was all in commission. I'm like, why didn't you tell me all of this? Like, and the transportation to go to these houses, I had to pay for. I had to pay for lunch, everything. I was like, are you kidding me? After the first day, I was like, I'm sorry, sir, you will not be seeing me again. This is not the life I signed up for. And then I left.
Jesus Christ,
and then I wrote a really bad review on the company because I was like, this is nonsense. So the first time, I applied for this job, and then within 2 or 3 days, they sent me an email, and which I showed to you. And then, yeah, so I didn't respond to it because I had exams and all of that. So I was like, ah, I'll just leave this one. And then after I was done with my exams, I applied to another job, which was pretty much the same. And I got an email from her, this woman, her name, I will not disclose. But, yeah, so she was like, come here, blah, blah, blah. She gave me the address, and I was like, okay, cool. But then, when I looked at both emails, they were pretty much exactly the same, just a few changes between like the price and like the commission and everything. So I was like, I was a bit suspicious, but I didn't read too much into it. So I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna try. So here I am. Before I leave home, I dress up, I do everything, and I put the address into Google Maps, and I go there, and it's a flat, and there's this woman with her 2 children. And I'm like, hi, I'm looking for whatever the name of the company is. Those were the name. Was their name?
Prestige, wasn't it?
That was the main one, but the one I went to, there was no actual name. It was, I don't know. Guys,
no name.
No name.
Company. I found the one that she went to. I found different websites were registered in different names. I found City Lettings. I found something with burgers or whatever, with the one that I showed you, some burge something. And what else did I find? I found another name, but 3 different names.
Yeah.
Same address. It was so weird. And Prestige, that's the one.
That's the one.
The website, the fake website. Oh my god, the fake website.
Bear with us. Okay, so this woman is like, no, this is not whatever company you're saying. And then I was like, okay. So I asked people around the street, like, okay, I'm looking for this address, blah blah blah. And they were like, okay, go down that road. And I think I've seen it there. So yeah, so I went in for the interview, and it was a quick questionnaire about, I don't know, how many Facebook friends I have, what's my full name, address, where I live, what do I like, what don't I like. And it was just, I don't know, it was just too simple. Like, I don't know, I was just like, what is this? This seems like I'm applying for, I don't even know what kind of job that was.
Instagram like, modeling.
Right? Like, how many Facebook friends do you have? And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, maybe because they said I would be spending most of my time there, right?
Advertising it.
I'm just like, yeah, I don't think my friends want to live in your shitty places, but it's fine. It's fine. So I just filled it up, and there were like 3 or 4 other people with me. So it was kind of like a group thing. And then afterwards, okay, I didn't even talk about the place, how it looked. So when I walked in, it was just very basic. There was like a desk or 2, a couple of chairs. The walls were like, one wall was painted, the other one had like posters on it. It was just very messy. And I was just like, they promised so much money in that job ad. If they really had so much money, why wouldn't they just like fix up the place? Like, where you go for a job interview, it actually matters like how the place looks like. So from that alone, I knew that this was just gonna be an absolute joke. So I was really preparing myself mentally, but I still wanted to give it a chance. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hear what this lady has to say.
So great, nice lady.
Exactly. So she was talking about her manager, who is supposed to be this really rich, intelligent man who discovered real estate, and he used to be a
Covered real estate.
Like, that's how she was making him seem. She was like putting him on this pedestal. I don't know. For me, it just sounded scripted. I don't know. It just wasn't. I was like,
pretty sure they trained to say that.
And first of all, this woman, she never once. Okay, let me not exaggerate. She didn't look straight into my eyes.
Of course, because she's lying.
And that's so weird for me. Like, if you're talking to somebody, you know, like if it's something legitimate. Presenting. Yeah, exactly. So she never ever did. Like, she was just like looking down all the time. Whenever she was explaining something, she was just like looking down, and I was like almost looking down as well. Like, what are you looking at? So I just found her body language was a bit off. So anyway, long story short, I just knew they were never gonna see me again, because she spent 1 hour talking about her fabulous boss, but her fabulous boss can't even just take care of the place. So I was just like, no. And no, it was just very suspicious, and I'm happy I didn't go through with it, because after watching your video, and now I'm extremely pissed. But it's fine, because they wasted my time, sure enough, going to that interview. But I could have, you know, gone for the training nonsense like you did.
The job itself is a scam, and the job is itself scamming people. Basically, apparently, one of the 3 reviews said that they treat their employees quite awfully, and like after a month of working, when they're supposed to get paid, they're like, yeah, you're fired.
Really?
Yes, and they never get paid.
What?
You just use them for a month.
That's a lie.
I know, that's the one that's called Landlords Club. That's what it says on the building, Landlords Club, but everywhere online and on your email they signed up Tenants Club. And I'm like, you know that tenants and landlords are like the opposite things. Landlords own the place, tenants live in this rented out place that's owned by the landlord. you gotta make up your mind.
Like, I'm trying to process what you just said about how they would fire you just before. But so what? Like, give me my commission based on the people that actually rented out the place. Like,
they won't give it to you, because you probably would not sign any contract, because this job is illegal. You probably not think of it, because they'll brainwash you into thinking how great this job is, because they were trying to brainwash us as well, but they were not. I think in my interview they were a bit more professional. She was not actually telling us about the boss at all. She just did the interview and she's like, okay, we'll message you if you're accepted to the training. And they just sent us a text that I found online saying like, don't go there, this is a scam.
But what were they basing it off of? Like, when they said, "Oh, we're gonna text you if you made it," like, what is it? Like, they asked you specific questions?
Yeah,
like,
they were specifically looking for people who knew languages, for young, motivated people who will like talk to students, because our main target were students, vulnerable students who come to London for a semester and need a place to for a short time. Yeah, because most students, I mean, I would have probably almost fallen for that, because I'm vulnerable. If I'm here by myself and I'm like, I came here when I was 16 and I was looking for a place to live, if I had to look by myself and I went to a flat and they were like pressuring me, like, yeah, if you don't take this place right now, like, somebody else is gonna take it, you better take it right now, I'll be like, oh, okay, because I was so vulnerable at one point. I was such a vulnerable little girl. I was like, made so many mistakes.
But you have to grow, honestly. You have to make mistakes and learn. I certainly learned now from 2 jobs that have been ridiculous. So hopefully the third time around, I'll give you guys an update.
Yeah, what about London? What the fuck is wrong with you, London? Why can't graduates find a normal job? We're fucking master's graduate. We're graduating with a master's degree. What the fuck? Where are all the jobs? I'm looking for a job, like, and on the title it says graduate position. In the description it says you have to have at least 3 years experience. That doesn't make any sense.
Where am I supposed to get experience from?
Exactly.
You won't hire me.
It's so annoying, and that's why I can't get a job. This is why I'm stuck trying to do YouTube videos, even though my revenue says that I made 10 fucking cents. 10 cents. 10 cents.
Guys,
so rich.
Please, if you are a student and you know the struggles of finding a job, the least you can do is subscribe. The least, the absolute least. If you can relate to the struggle of finding a job. And you know what's funny? It's because it's not just about, as much as we really obviously want a job and that experience, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just take a shitty job just to say I have a job. Absolutely not. I was raised better than that, and I think we're all smart enough to understand that there's a limit between just going for a crappy shitty job and they're just taking advantage of you, you know?
Unfortunately, you never, in this situation, you never really know if it's a legit job or not, because they made it really seem like it's a legit job, and they're actually a legit company. They're registered and everything. They just never submit their accounts, financial accounts, ever. Like that's a bit suspicious when on like websites where it's financial analytics for a company, it says no accounts ever submitted, no information whatsoever, just the name of this fucking Spanish douchebag who made so many fucking companies, who was fucking convicted, who already paid a fine. Why are you doing this, dude? I hope you're fucking watching this. You're 45. Get a real job. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna put his name over here. This is who you should fucking avoid. I don't understand. Why would people be scamming? I mean, yes, we want money, but... Okay, with our experience of finding a job, I understand why they scam. Fine, I understand. There's no way of like finding a job anywhere in London unless you know somebody, to be honest.
But I hate that. I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that it's still fair, that if you have the right qualifications and the right experience and the right skills, that they will employ you. Like, in Zambia, where I'm from, I know 100% that you have to know somebody, and it's all about connections and all of that. Like, I absolutely hate that. I absolutely hate that. Things should just be fair, but life is unfair. So who am I? Like, I'm not even gonna give the speech about how things should be fair, because
it's never gonna be fair. Never.
But we just have to stay positive, and we will find that job.
You can only stay positive if you subscribe to Shmuffkin TV.
Yes.
And give us a thumbs up as well. Anyway, thank you so much for doing this today. I will make a full huge video about this. Hopefully I will add much more information about this fucker who thinks that he can just use vulnerable students as a fucking free labor and free money pocket giver, free wallet. Oh my god, I can't believe that he's...
That's Diana trying to end the video, guys.
I just want to punch somebody in the face. Not you, him. I just want to punch fucking this. But yeah, I hope you're watching this, asshole. I hope you're watching this. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I know where you live. I'm gonna send you. There's a company that sends shit. I know. I'm gonna fucking spend the money to send you a bunch of fucking shit, gluten-free shit if I have to. I will do it. I was like, gluten. I actually googled that company, I'm thinking, and I thought about it, and then I saw the price, and I'm like, how many dollars? But I will raise money. If you want to help me send shit to this fucking asshole, I know what. If you want to help me send shit to this asshole, let me know and I will open a fucking charity. Just raise enough money to send him a box of fucking shit to their office. So their office is gonna stink of shit for at least a fucking week. And everybody who comes in for the interview is gonna notice it. And just avoid this place. Avoid it. I'm gonna show you the address, I'm gonna show you the picture, I'm gonna reveal everything. I'm done here. I'm done with this bastard. I'm done. You can end this. I'm done.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that conversation and learned something. Don't be... You know, I actually don't even know how to end this shit. So I'll leave it to you, YouTube.
Subscribe. I'm done. Subscribe. Bye.
Bye, guys.